jumped up to go dance with them.
Did you like my dance?
No.
Thanks.
Man, what a sound that is when they come through the curtain. It's unexplainable. You have to see it in person to be able to understand just how electric it gets in this building. As we are underway.
All officials ringside for this one. As you said, Paul, one partner has to get thrown through the door, and that whole team is eliminated as Dan Barry running interference.
He's a veteran for a reason.
Oh, that was smart. Locked and loaded, trying to get their upper hand on the Stetson Ranch, and it seems like the Hispanic Mechanics are pairing off with the Brick City Boyz.
As this one is going to be very difficult to call, I'm not going to lie. It's going to be hard for me to keep up with this one. I'm sure it is for you, DC, as well. But now the Mechanics and Locked and Loaded going to face off?
Maybe not. And here we see some alliances form. That might not be a bad strategy. If they can eliminate Brick City and Stetson Ranch, then they have a 50-50 shot to win instead of a 25% shot. I think my math checks out.
It does, but there goes Dan Barry out to the floor. The Brick City Boyz in a hurry, sending both Locked and Loaded out there. And the Stetson Ranch is out on the floor as well. And now we have the Mechanics and the Brick City Boyz here at the White Eagle.
The last time these two teams went 2-on-2, go all the way back to the Uncharted Territory Season 3 Discovery Gauntlet. The Brick City Boyz were victorious over the Mechanics. So let's see if the Mechanics can get some retribution here tonight.
Off the ropes. Double flapjack by the Hispanic Mechanics. Jose and Hose B are on fire here in the first ever tag team open door war. And only the second time we have had an open door war here at Wrestling Open. Are they going to take to the air? They're lining up. There goes Jose out to the floor, taking down the Brick City Boyz and 50 Cal. Is he telling Hose B to take to the air? No. Well, folks, the winner of this gets the Opportunity Knocks contract. Oh, here is the Stetson Ranch, cutting Hose B off at the pass. Here comes Dan Barry and 50 Cal to get back in there. And this one is breaking down very quickly. Use the hashtag, let us know what you think. Ducks the clothesline, spins him around, back elbow. BRG debating his next move, coming in here to attack Dan Barry. Tries a chop, but Dan Barry was able to move his shoulder at the right time so that there was practically no impact at all. Very big-time veteran maneuver.
Dan Barry, oh man, he turned BRG inside out with that back suplex, and now the strength of 50 Cal on display. Big release German suplex of his own.
As the Mechanics and Brick City Boyz fighting on the outside. Danny Miles going to join him, and 50 Cal is fired up. Incoming! 50 Cal takes out everybody except for Dan Barry.
Dan Barry surveying the site in front of him. Now's a good time to get a door in the ring in order to eliminate one of the teams, but something tells me the 20-year veteran is going to be looking to fly. That's what happens when you get hundreds of people here at the White Eagle in Worcester, Massachusetts, egging you on.
Here we go. Incoming by Dan Barry, getting absolutely insane on the dive.
Dan Barry now moving the fans out of the way, looking to grab that door that he set up in the corner. Part of his strategy prior to the match. Sliding it into the ring. Paul, who do you go after right now?
I would go after the Hispanic Mechanics, quite frankly, because they are very, very rusty as far as I'm concerned. having not competed at Wrestling Open since November. But maybe you want to go after the Ranch first. Maybe you understand and realize that they might be the biggest threat of them all because they are always ready to use some sort of underhanded tactic. So let's see what we got. They're gonna try to put BRG. Oh no, Danny Miles right in there to break it up.
15 minutes remain.
Spinning back kick. Kick to the chin on Danny Miles. Dan Barry gonna take another risk. But look at that slingshot spine buster by the enforcer of the Stetson Ranch.
That was insane impact, Paul. Dan Barry's gonna be reeling right now. And 50 cal wiping out Miles with that drop kick, but turn right around into that thrust kick from BRG. The Stetson Ranch owning the ring right now. All 4 teams still alive in the first ever tag team open door war.
Now BRG out there directing traffic for the enforcer. And they have 50 cal in a very prime position. They could end up eliminating Locked and Loaded.
Instead, seem to be arguing with the fans ringside. And as a result, Dan Barry up to his feet, able to save his partner. BRG comes around swinging planted with a DDT.
He planted him. That was as devastating of an angle on the DDT as you can get. Dan Barry has been a veteran and a successful one for a very, very good reason.
Might be looking for a torture rack slam. BRG finds his way to the floor and enter Brick City Boys.
Ducks the double shot. Dan Barry fighting alone in here. You can see 50 cal still on the ground. That one's reversed. Back elbow. Boot up by Barry.
Can he get 2 for the price of 1? Oh no, he got caught.
No, they caught him. Dan Barry goes through the door.
The team of Locked and Loaded have been eliminated.
That was nasty.
That was an explosion of that door. Forget breaking the damn thing. Dan Barry just got catapulted through that. And we are down to 3 doors. 3 teams, I should say, but 3 doors as well.
Mechanics taking the fight to the Brick City Boys. These guys were fighting all over the floor.
As that shattered door is still in remnants in the ring. Thank you, the referee's getting in there to remove that. As here comes the Ranch and the Mechanics and the Brick City Boys. Do you think the Brick City Boys and the Stetson Ranch team up here?
I think so. I think that's where we're going to be seeming right here. But, Paul, only one team can win this one. So the teamwork is only going to be able to last for so long. And right now, with the numbers advantage against the Mechanics, they still find a way to level all of their opponents.
This crowd is absolutely alive and thriving with the return of the Hispanic Mechanics as the mystery entrant here in the open door war.
Oh, I don't know that now's the time to dance though, Paul.
There's another shot and the Ranch is down on the floor. But I have to say this, they can't be eliminated out there. At least as far as I can see, there are no doors out there.
Oh, smart strategy. Let your 2 other opponents tire themselves out as Brick City with an enziguri from Chase. Jay Cruz, huge throw.
Not exactly a strategy that they came up with themselves, but nonetheless, down.
Well, the Brick City Boys, I mean, these guys are so tough. And now calling for a chair.
We should have taken those chairs out of there after the chairs are legal now.
All right, go grab them. Go grab them right now. I can take over for a couple minutes.
Oh no, they're setting that door up as a table here. And this could have not only evil intentions, but it could have even more evil consequences as the Brick City Boys setting up the Mechanics, and Hoseby could be going out. No, there's a reversal. And Victor Chase is left alone. Could this be his own elimination?
Oh,
they got him. A to B, the Mechanics eliminate the Brick City Boys.
The Brick City Boys have been eliminated.
Well, evil intentions backfiring on the Brick City Boys. The Mechanics might be able to pull this one off. They just got to get through the Stetson Ranch.
And the Stetson Ranch still out in a heap, but you know that they are always plotting and screaming. That's what I'm saying. Plotting and scheming, I should say, but the Mechanics caught him.
You don't think that Stetson and Alec Price are going to get involved with their big tag title match still to come?
I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past Stetson to pay somebody off, maybe one of the referees. Who knows what the hell is going on? But there's a battering ram by Jose and Hosby.
The time limit, 10 minutes remain.
Right, BRG out of the way, and Hosby just slammed Jose into that corner. And there's a chop to the throat. That is not illegal here, DC. Anything goes in this situation.
That was a malfunction at the junction. Mechanics need to get back on the same page. Instead, Jose tossed to the floor. BRG looking for a door.
And BRG is a maniac in his own right. I mean, he is absolutely out of his mind as they go after that door once again.
You're gonna be lucky that clip cloth's not under the ring. As now we see the door, 2 chairs being brought into the ring. BRG looking to go for maybe another door. Danny Miles could use some assistance in the ring, but instead BRG grabbing more of the hardwood.
As there's another one. I thought we only had 4 in here. Who knows what's under there?
One set up on the ropes, one set up on the corner. And there we see Danny Miles' sight set on Hosby. BRG arguing with the fans ringside, and the fans coming alive for the Hispanic Mechanics.
Gonna pick him back up. Oh, they're gonna go for a double suplex here. There's a reversal. Here comes Jose. Able to stop that suplex. Going with those straight left hands.
Well, right now the Mechanics have the advantage. Stetson Ranch has their backs turned. Oh, taking a little bit too much time on the windup. And BRG knocking one of those doors down so that he cannot be put through it.
Yeah, preserving his own sanctity, making sure that he does not go through it. But Danny Miles gets met with a headbutt.
Hosby, Jose, this is your opportunity. Sight set on the door in the corner. Looking to rearrange some furniture, and instead trying to position it on that second rope. What could they be looking for here, Paul?
I have absolutely no idea why they would place it in that position, and perhaps I don't want to know, and I know Danny Miles doesn't want to find out either.
We're gonna set him up, and BRG sliding the door out of the way. Oh, still a bad landing for Danny Miles. Face first, hard on the buckle.
That was still a horrendous landing as BRG goes up top.
He got caught. And maybe a top rope press slam.
He goes all the way to the bottom, speaking of this show. And the Hispanic Mechanics, they are in a prime position to take the opportunity knocks contract.
Yeah, might be finishing at the bottom for BRG. Danny Miles worse for wear. Door set up once again in the corner. And now the Mechanics looking to isolate BRG.
They're gonna set him up for A to B one more time, but here comes Danny Miles, and he drops Jose. Oh, he went low. You've got to be kidding me with that.
But absolutely reprehensible.
It's the spear sending the Mechanics through, and I can't believe it.
The Hispanic Mechanics have been eliminated.
And
therefore, your winners of the Open Door Tag Team War, BRG and Danny Miles, the Stetson Ranch.
Referee Tyler Calloway's decision is final. The Stetson Ranch have just completed step 1 of the mission to take over the tag team division tonight. That might have been a little bit of a controversial decision. Nonetheless, the decision is final. The Stetson Ranch, they're one step away from dominating tag team wrestling.
I mean, as far as I saw, Danny Miles sent the Mechanics through the door. I hate to side with the Stetson Ranch under any set of circumstances, but that was clear as day to me.
This is a disgusting sight, and it could be even grosser by the time the main event runs.